the beer garden. Ooh, that hill is a doozy. So we're on top of the hills. Look at the view. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's cloudy.
It's a beautiful day.
And you have to have a Tanzanian partner.
This is Arif.
So it works.
Business owner here in Arusha.
It works two ways. So if you had a business established in the States or somewhere else through like a LLC or S corp or something like that, you can do this. You can bring that business here, and you can get your license under that status of business. So then it would be like a foreign business entity that's doing business now in Tanzania.
Okay.
Tanzania. So you wouldn't. Then it would be a foreign company coming here, like Coca-Cola or something like that.
Okay.
So you can run under that. So you can establish that business in the States, wherever you are, and then get your incorporation, do the things you need to do there, and then come here with that business paperwork, your company, I was going to say TIN or your EIN that you have established there. They would make us they call it a TIN number, business number here, and then you would be able to extend your business that you would have from there here under that business that you had in the States. So that's one.
Does it have to be a certain amount of like revenue stream or profit or worth a certain amount the business before you can do that, or can any?
No. You basically just have to have a business established there.
Okay.
They're not going to ask you, about that. So it still may fall under, I guess, investor, but you still would have a business here. So you still would, under that business, you still would be able to purchase land to run your business. So you can do all that using that
Structure under that.
entity or under that structure. You can do it that way. So that's one way. Another way is like if you don't have that established in the States, so then you would have to set up a Tanzanian company here, and then that one they at least want you to have a partner, but it doesn't necessarily. They want it to kind of be 51, 50,
49.
yeah,
Or something.
49.
Yeah.
But
With 51 being the Tanzanian.
yeah, but there are ways to do it so it doesn't negatively affect you.
Okay.
Yeah. So so if that's some, so if people are leery of that, thinking that someone could take control of their business and their investment,
And it has been done.
Yeah.
That
I know somebody going through it right now.
Yeah. So there are ways. You just have to be a little litigious yourself and understand that there are ways so the paperwork can be done where that doesn't happen to you. So, and then I could.
Is that where the good attorney comes in? Do you recommend? Do you necessarily need an attorney to navigate that process?
I would say yes, because you want to make sure your paperwork is on par. So like for myself, being in a new country and with different structure, so here is a combination of both tribal and government together. So it's not just all like government ran like the States. You still have like tribal entities you have to go through in order to kind of make things work. So that is different. So the tax system is one thing, and if you're not aware of how to exactly do your taxes and things like that, because the taxes here are paid like monthly or quarterly, but some things you have to pay are monthly. Most of the business taxes are paid quarterly, and if you're trying to run a business, it's difficult to try to do all of those things. So you have to have an accountant, you have to have a team. So everything is a team around you, the right people. So right accountant, right legal team, and all of those things enable you to actually run the business.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would suggest that someone gets those things until they're acclimated enough to say, okay, I can do my own taxes. I can, because you have to file paperwork, everything. So it takes away from you as a person running the business,
Got you.
if you're constantly having to do everything,
especially in a foreign land, and you don't know
So,
all the rules and regulations.
Exactly. So I said the best thing is understand that you need a legal team. You have to have an accountant because things have to be filed every month as well for business.
Got you.
So it's very important. It's very important.
What about an NGO coming in under that type of structure?
Yeah. So
nonprofit.
unfortunately, I can't speak to NGO because I don't really know. I know people who have and have started them here.
We have a friend that's an international NGO, Rochelle.
Yeah.
You can talk to her.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they started that abroad and then came here, or they established their paperwork here. So I just can't speak on it because I really don't know about it at all.
Okay.
But I believe they have some of the same opportunities to like purchase land under their NGO. I think I know a few people who have, and then they establish whatever they do under that, NGO. I think the one thing, what people might be leery of is, starting a business, and then they, because people are like, I want the property in my name.
Yeah.
And how business works worldwide, really, is everything is under the business entity, so they can't attack you personally.
Right.
So it actually is a form of protection globally to run everything under a business entity, and then you get certain write-offs anywhere, even in the States.
Yeah.
If you get a vehicle, you write that off on your taxes.
Right.
So at the end, you could be owed money. So the way my taxes were set up and, purchasing vehicles and whatever, at the end, you're owed money because you get to write all those things off. So if you purchase a phone as a person, you can't write off your phone. But under a business, you purchase it, it's used for business use, you write all that stuff off. So it's just the thinking that, I think people have to inherit to understand that there are a lot of benefits to doing things under a business entity.
Yeah.
Just like it is in the United States. It's real beneficial to do things under a business entity because there's so much more gain they can get as a business entity than as an individual person.
Yeah.
And actually the taxes are less as a business entity than a person. So,
Right.
So I think it's the mindset and the understanding people have to have as knowing there's a big benefit to doing things under the business umbrella.
Yeah. So you was telling me before I hit the record button that the best thing, what would you recommend to people who want to come from the States, never been here, see the opportunity from afar, but want to experience it for themselves? What would you recommend that they do? What would be step one for them?
Yeah, step one, wherever they go, step one would have to be to come there, sit down, and absorb the culture and what's going on around them. You can't force feed a business idea on someone who's not receptive to it. At the same time, so you have to see the need, and then you have to feel that need. Every business is a service entity, so you're servicing the community in one respect or the other.
Yeah.
So you have to understand the community before you can effectively serve them.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say first. Just come and take time to sit down for a second and don't try to really rush. And that opportunity will spark other ideas that you probably didn't have before you arrived.
Yeah.
'Cause I think the perception from afar is one way, and then once you get here, the reality could be totally different.
Yeah.
So that's what I would suggest.
Okay.
What's that?
Nice.
It's like mint and sugar.
This is mocktail.
But is that pineapple core?
That's sugar.
Or what?
Sugar.
Oh,
cane.
sugar cane. Okay.
Yeah. And then mint leaves and orange juice. And this is what?
ginger ale.
Ginger ale?
Yeah, like ginger ale.
Oh, so they gave you the leftover in the bottle because there's some in here.
Oh, I see. Okay. What's in it?
Beets, apples, carrots, ginger, lemon.
All fresh, family. No preservatives. Curry. Potatoes and salad. Arif has spaghetti with, what was that, vegan? Vegan meat?
That's a vegan, yeah.
Oh.